Wacky news. Short, interesting stories. That's right. Short and interesting.
Hey, it's Green Bay Waggy. I've got to hit this mail-in ballot tale of two cities. We got the Democrats on one side of the spectrum, Trump on the other side. Real quick, got to give a plug for my channel. Hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends about my channel. Remember, I've got playlists of comedy videos and music. It's not all news. You got to dig into the playlist, though. And remember, smash that subscribe button. And if you really want to support my channel here, become a monthly member. Just hit that join button. Anyway, let's jump into it. So the Democrats are pushing all over the country for mail-in ballots. And Trump saying, whoa, this is all set up for fraud. And the Democrats and the mainstream media act like it's unwarranted. There's no evidence that, the mail-in ballot system is going to swing this election or be fraudulent in any way. I'm going to show you, stay with me for this whole video. I'm going to show you a bunch of headlines and incidents that you might not be aware of. Okay, let's just jump into it before I bore you to death. All right, let's start out with the tale of the two cities here. So here we go. Truth out. Trump declares USPS can't handle mail-in voting because he's blocking funding. Okay, Trump's trying to block funding and get things straight with the Postal Service because he does not believe in these mail-in ballots. Look at this. Trump and First Lady request mail-in ballots despite attacks. They're trying to use this against Trump, saying even he votes by mail. There is a difference. I'm driving this home to people on my live streams. Mail-in voting versus absentee voting. What's the difference? Absentee, you have to go through a process and request your ballot, and it's got to be verified. Mail-in voting, they just literally mail the ballots out to everyone. They're getting mailed out to dead people. They're getting mailed out to dogs. You can't make this stuff up. Now, Postal Service seen hauling mailboxes away in trucks. This is from Yahoo News. And they're trying to use things like this against Trump. You see, Trump's trying to steal the election by getting rid of mailboxes. No, he just wants you to go to the polls and vote. Chaos in New York. This from the Atlantic. This is absolutely true right here. They have 100,000 votes that are not being counted. They're invalidated. And this is deciding things in New York. Hundreds of mail-in votes already set aside due to voter fraud claims. This is in New Jersey. Look at this. Postal workers leaving stacks of ballots in building lobbies because voting rolls have outdated addresses. Look at this here. Two states, mail-in ballots may not be delivered on time. This is Pennsylvania and Washington. Battleground state, Pennsylvania. Now look at this here from NPR. Here is an election where in a protest, they hung 1,100 votes up. Look at this right here. Read this close. A mayor was decided by just 195 votes, but there were 1,100 votes that were not counted. So that mayor got decided by 195. CBS, which you'd think would be liberal media, did their own test of, it was a mail-in experiment, and it failed. In their own thing, it says right here, they were off by 3%. That was on 100 votes for their experiment. A 3% could be pivotal. Look at this in my own state of Wisconsin. Look at this here. 23,000 rejected ballots. And in this situation here, this is what decided my state for Trump in 2016. 23,000 ballots were thrown out. Look at this here. 28 million mail-in ballots. This was from Real Clear Politics. Went missing in the last 4 elections. 28 million. This is public information. 28 million. NBC, which you would think the liberal media, even says states reject tens of thousands of mail-in ballots in this year's primaries, setting off alarm bells for November. Guys, gals, I could report on this all day long. There are so many instances of problems with mail-in voting. I believe this is going to be one of the most heated elections ever in the history of the United States of America. The Democrats are pushing for mail-in votes. They're pushing the COVID-19 lockdown as the reason that we need to go with these mail-in votes. It's totally different from absentee voting. It's going to be a disaster. You got to remember, we're talking about the presidency of the United States of America. I don't know what we can do about this other than I can encourage you, if you have a poll to go to it. Take your own safety precautions, but my goodness, it's a patriotic duty to vote. If you can go to Walmart, you can go out on election day and vote. So if COVID-19 is bothering you that much that you can go out to Walmart, you can still go out and vote. But don't tell me that there's no reason for Trump to be sounding the alarm bells. I could do this all day long. I could show you instance after instance where mail-in votes have become a fraudulent type situation, and that they're not being counted. And because of these votes not being counted, certain decisions are being made for mayors and whatnot. There's criminal cases. You can go search the internet for all the people that have gone to jail for voter fraud for mail-in ballots. Trump's right on this one. He's got this one right. And I just want to share some of those stories with you. Tell me what you think. If you made it through this whole video, the code word is vote. I made it through the whole video, code word vote. And that way I'll know that you saw all the information. Tell me what you think about what's going on. Tell me what you think.